You will pass this exam. You're going to pass this exam. Trinity B1, which one is correct? Stay with me. We will do it. This is video number 11 of my series, How to Pass the Trinity B1 GESE exam. My name is Heather. I'm an English teacher. Today we're covering future tense. As a reminder, Trinity B1 GESE Grade 5 is a SELT-approved exam. So you can use it for your renewals, for visas in the UK, spouse renewals, family, partner renewals, or for ILR or citizenship. So today I want to talk about how do we use these future tense forms, and then we'll do some Trinity B1 GESE questions and answers for the exam practice. We will come back to my original question, you will pass, you're going to pass, and we will figure out which one is right. Let's look at the 4 uses. I know you all learned these because I teach them also. It's a beginner B1 skill. You should be able to use future tense in this exam. I know we teach this and we teach rules. I will tell you 99% of the time, it does not matter. For the topics that you have on this exam, it does not matter which form you use. I'll review them a little bit, but as long as you're using one of these forms correctly, you'll be okay. Start with use number 2, will to express a promise. This is the only time that it does matter. We use will for official statements, wedding vows, for example. I will love, honor, and obey. That one is always will. Official things, that's the 1% of the time where you will use will, not I'm going to. I am going to love, honor, and obey. It doesn't sound right. So official statements like that, we use will. Court documents, legal documents, government documents, will. Use number 4, we use will with prediction. Example, my team will win the championship. My team is going to win the championship. They're exactly the same. Grammatically, they're the same. I'm predicting. My team will win. They're great. The only difference you might hear, my American ears are used to is. That's why I typed is. My team is going to win. My UK colleagues would use are. My team are going to win. Liverpool are going to win. British people will say are. Americans will say is. Both are grammatically correct. On the exam, you can use either. It does not matter. Let's look at the last 2 together. Use number 1, for voluntary actions, we use will. Use number 3, for plans, we use I'm going to. Again, there's so much overlap here. These are often the same. Here's my example. I will visit my family at Christmas. I am going to visit my family at Christmas. I would say both of these sentences. Do I have a flight booked? Do I have things organized? Maybe I'll choose one or the other, but to be honest, I will say both of them. I will say this one or that one, they're the same to me. And to many native speakers, they're exactly the same. Maybe you'll see a difference here. I will become a doctor. That's my intention. That's my wish. I am going to medical school in October. I got accepted. I have a place. I will study. So maybe if you want to be super, super distinct, you might look at that voluntary action of will. I decided to become a doctor versus I have this plan. I'm going to medical school. It's paid for. I had the tests. I did everything. I'm ready to start. It's a 4-year program, etc. So you may see a small difference with that one. I will call you later. I'm going to call you later. Don't overthink it. If someone says this to you, it's about the same. If I say it to someone, it's about the same. So you can use either or. Is it a voluntary action? Is it a plan? I'll use either one. So let's look at this on the Trinity B1 GESE exam. How do we see this tense? We see it a lot in examiner-chosen topics. You'll see a future tense question on both parts, on my topic and on the examiner-chosen topics. You will definitely see a future question in both places. You'll see it more on the examiner-chosen topics just because You tend to talk about things in the future. Here's some examples for entertainment. If you talk about films, television, YouTube, it doesn't matter what you speak about. A good question to answer is, what will you watch next? So think about that one. Think about what you would talk about for entertainment, and you'll get this question. What will you watch next? Will you watch the next Marvel film? Will you watch the next series? Similar to music. If you're talking about music and you're talking about a certain group, or you're talking about Taylor Swift, will you buy their next album? I will buy the next album. I'm really looking forward to it. Will you buy their next album? No, probably not, because it's so expensive. I'll just watch it on YouTube. Same thing, concerts. If you were talking about live music, will you go to the concert? Will you go to their next concert? I won't go to the next Taylor Swift concert because it's so expensive, but I'll watch it on YouTube. Let's look at my topic. Remember, I did a video about training for a marathon and my first marathon. The future tense question the examiner could ask me is, will you train for another marathon? Let's look at these answers. I hope to train for another marathon in the future. I really enjoyed my first marathon. It was a lot of fun, even though it was hard work. So here I put in my future, I hope to train. Another answer, yes, definitely. I'm going to run the London Marathon next year. My place is booked, so I need to plan my training. I will have a busy year. You could look at this and say, yeah, I'm going to. I use that because it's booked. The place is booked. My plans are definite. And here, I will have a busy year. That's predicting. We could look at it like that. But the other way I choose to look at that, if you've watched this video all the way to the end, here's my secret. English ears like variety. We don't want to hear I will, I will, I will, or I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm going to. That's the other reason why we mix and match these tenses. We put this one here, that one there, because it sounds nice to our ears to have a variety of tenses. So that's what the examiner will listen to more than, ooh, she should have used will, she should have used going to in this situation and that situation. Don't worry about that part. Use them both. Like here, we use them interchangeably. And that is how your speech sounds natural. And that's how you pass this exam. So back to the original statements when I started this video. You will pass the exam. You're going to pass the exam. They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same because they're predicting the future, which I think is true. Stay with me for the rest of the series. And if you're just joining me now, I have other videos in this playlist to pass the Trinity B1 GESE exam. Keep studying, keep learning English.